When I was young, the top 25 television shows were Westerns. One of the great injurious myths of this culture, and it has been for the last 500 years, is that of the rugged individual. There is absolutely no such thing anywhere on planet Earth as a rugged individual. It simply does not exist. Life thrives because of interrelatedness, interconnectedness from diversity. If you end up self-contained, you're going to be a fairly miserable human being. In 1987, we moved up to Red Lodge on the northeast corner of Yellowstone, and one of the first things I did was to shoulder a pack and do a 500-mile walk around Yellowstone just to start to begin to understand some of the dynamics of a system that full of potential. I started to really pay attention to what the tracks were that nature leaves in us. And so Yellowstone became the canvas on which I could paint those musings about what is happening to me and what's happening to the other people I know who spend time in an ecosystem this wild and this rich. What does it give them? After my first wife and I were in a tragic canoeing accident in Ontario, and she died from that accident in 2005, the way nature helped me through grief, and there are many ways, the beauty of nature draws us onto the stage but then moves us to the side. So it's not just the spotlight on me and poor me and I'm suffering this loss. That's all true, but I'm off to the side of the stage. I'm enamored of the beauty of the natural world. I feel a part of it, but it's not the Gary show. And that's a very, very helpful perspective, even in the depths of grief. The other two qualities that I've written a lot about are mystery. There are some things you just can't fathom, and the death and loss of a loved one is right up there with the worst of those times. And the last trait I would say is community. What I see when I look into the eyes of a wild animal, there is a kinship, a sense of belonging with the other beings. Here is both something I can never know, and at the same time, here is kin. And I know that to a large extent, I'm here because of that web of life. And so I always take great comfort in that sense of belonging.